Yeah, I don't know if I did an obituary on Foreman, but they say things happen in threes. Hulk Hogan, George Foreman, and Dwight Muhammad Qawi all recently passed, and it may also be reflective of the age I'm getting to, right? Like that these heroes of my youth are starting to pass. And Foreman was a really good lesson for me. It's not because I was really cognizant during his reign, because he was the 70s and I was a little kid, right? I was born in 72. But his comeback, I was present for the entire thing. And I remember the way he did it. And I also remember the way the sports announcers, who we looked to for our analysis and our understanding of sports at that time, Warner Wolf, I remember he came on. George has just knocked out, I don't know, David Jocko or some other like journeyman heavyweight. And Foreman said they're treating me like a champion. And Warner Wolf went on to berate Foreman, like, treating you like a champion. The guy's a club fighter. You're not beating anybody, and saying all these nasty things. But I think what George Foreman did in that quest and what he accomplished is something that's important for all of us. Because guess what? Everybody doubts us. It is in human nature to sit there and point fingers and tell someone why they can't win. I see it a lot with young guys, right? With ego, but it's not only young guys, it's older guys too, right? Like people are generally haters. Both my books, my criminal book and my book on martial arts and the fight game was about, human behavior, and that human behavior is usually very negative. It's very rare to find a guy who selflessly helps you and loves you and wants you to succeed. Most people don't want other people to succeed. And what George Foreman did is on his own self-belief and with the power of God and doing a righteous thing, as he had a career where, look, he took the heavyweight champion 12 rounds, right? Lost that first one, but eventually knocked out Michael Moore cold, right? And reclaimed that heavyweight championship. And honestly, he was more successful than he ever could have dreamed he would have been, and made his first career pale by comparison, even though he was a devastating champion. I mean, he was more of the evil, angry type of guy. And he came back as a man of God, and he won the title again, and had an outstanding career. So listen, I mean, George Foreman sets the bar for all of us. Like, always believe in yourself. Always believe in your dream. And if you have a righteous desire to accomplish something and you have the skills to do it, don't listen to the crowd. I mean, the Warner Wolves, everybody else telling them, that was ridiculous. I mean, being a boxing pundit myself, by the time he lost to Tommy Morrison for the WBO title, I said, well, maybe you should call it quits. But I didn't take into account Morrison ran the whole time, right? Like, so he didn't have to engage. And when he got a guy who engaged, Moore engaged him over those 12 rounds. Well, Moore landed up knocked out cold in the 11th round. And I think that's what dreams are made of. I think that's the human spirit. I think that's what boxing is for all of us. I mean, it's a Rocky story being a little bit different. So yeah, all hail George Foreman. Yeah, Foreman Grill right back there. Crossover star. Everybody, read my book, Warrior of the Land.